Stadium in Davenport, the final week of the regular season and a playoff spot on the line tonight. Hello everyone, Roland Levine. Glad to be bringing this one to you from out of the elements tonight. A beautiful night as it is. Temperatures back into the 70s today. They have cooled off just perfectly for this time of year. You couldn't ask for anything better. And it is a huge game this evening as Davenport West needs a victory, most likely to make the playoffs. Muscatine, I tell you what, I did a lot of math this week trying to find a path for the Muskies to get there. It's just not going to happen. They come in 23rd this week in the RPI standings that determine the playoff seedings after tonight. The top 16 teams make it. The best the Muskies can do, maybe 8 teams. Just going to miss out. But, boy, this would be a nice, fitting end to what has been an exciting and a record-breaking year for this Muskie football team if they could beat the Falcons tonight and potentially knock them out of the playoffs. Now, Davenport West is sitting outside the top 16 right now. They are 17th despite a 6-2 record. A very weak strength of schedule really hurting the Falcons in their bids for a postseason. It would be their first postseason since 1999. Now, we're excluding a couple of years ago the COVID season, which everybody made the playoffs. 1999, however, the last time the West Falcons making the playoffs in that non-COVID year. So they're going for some history tonight, and it has been a storybook year for this West Falcon team. Winning their first 6 ball games, getting out to that 6-0 start now. They have struggled the last couple of weeks against 2 very, very good teams, Cedar Rapids, Kennedy, and Iowa City High. The Falcons losing their last 2 games to make them now 6-2 on the season. So they need to win tonight. It's 7-2 might not even get them in because, like we said, they're 17th right now. If they win and the teams at 15 and 16 also win, the Falcons could be 7-2 and not make the playoffs, which is just really hard to wrap your head around. But the way it's done in Iowa, if you're not familiar, it's a mathematical formula. 3 factors in place. Your win-loss record, that counts for 35% or 3/8 of the equation. Another 3/8 or 37.5% figured by your opponent's win-loss percentage. And then the final 25% comes from your opponent's winning percentage. Now, the Falcons, like I said, nice record, 6-2. However, their opponent's win-loss percentage is not very good. In fact, of all 36 teams in 5A, Davenport West has the lowest win-loss opponent's record. That's really bringing them down right now and keeping them on this cusp of making it. If they win tonight, they're going to need one of 2 teams probably to lose to make the playoffs. Those either Waukee or West Des Moines Valley. If one of those 2 loses and West wins, they're probably in. If all 3 of those teams, West Des Moines Valley, and Waukee all win, then it gets down to just craziness and how your opponents do, and we might not know the answer to that when we finish this game tonight. So a lot on the line. Pure chaos could happen, or it could be just a very easy thing. As for Muscatine, well, they just want to approach this game as their playoff game. This is their bowl game, their championship game, the final game, a chance to get a win against a quality opponent and finish the year 4-5. And if you remember back to what happened last year, 1-8, 4-5, this has been a totally different kind of season. And if you even look back towards after week 1, Muscatine lost that opener 41-0, and it was just like, oh no, here we go again. This could be another long year. But things kind of changed in week 2 for this Muscatine team, especially on the offensive end. They were trailing by 21-28 points to Iowa City West. And he had that long run, remember, in the second quarter by Ty Kozad, 90-yard touchdown run. And it just kind of gave this team some confidence, this offense some confidence. And ever since then, it's just been growing week in and week out. You see the improvement. And you know this coaching staff wishes maybe the schedule was a little different. Maybe it was a little more backloaded, play some of those teams, Linn-Mar or Iowa City West, the last game of the year, maybe play like this game earlier in the year. Things could have been different. There's a whole whole lot of, man, we could have done this, we could have done that. But that comes with success. In 4 and 5, that leaves you to feeling like, okay, we're close. And that's what has been earned this year by the Muskies. And we haven't even started talking yet about why they're there, and that's number 24. Ty Kozad has had a season for the ages. The junior setting multiple records for this team. The single game rushing mark, the single season rushing mark. He broke his own single game rushing mark. 3 games over 350 yards rushing. That's never been done before in the state of Iowa from the records that I looked at. According to the Iowa High School Athletic Association webpage, no one has ever done that before. So Ty Kozad just having an amazing year. Comes in tonight with 1,868 yards rushing. Needs 132 yards tonight to surpass the 2,000-yard rushing mark. That's doable. You look at some other things out there, the career rushing mark. This is something that Ty Kozad will break eventually. That could be broken tonight with another monster game. He's 394 yards behind Tim Nimley, who finished his career with 2,759. So another monster game. Kozad could break that tonight. Most likely it will come next season, but it's just amazing that that is being discussed. As for the all-time single-season rushing record in the MAC Conference, well, that's held by Tavian Banks, and that's 2,394 yards. Now, Kozad probably not going to get that. He would need 526 yards rushing tonight. But to even be in that conversation, when you consider that Tavian Banks did that in a 13-game season. They went on and won the state title in 1992. So those 2,394 yards come over 13 games. Ty Kozad his mark in 8 games so far. So it's just phenomenal what the junior running back has done this season. He's averaging 233.5 yards rushing per game. So we'll keep our eye on Ty Kozad, see if he's got some more theatrics here in this final game of the year as the Davenport West Falcons and the Muscatine Muskies are set to take the field here, and we're getting closer to a kickoff, and we mentioned it, but just, boy, what a beautiful night tonight here in eastern Iowa, and specifically here in Davenport. Temperatures maybe in the low 60s. It's just a perfect night for football, and it's a good thing because we're broadcasting this one from the outdoors this evening. Didn't quite have room for us in the press box, so, given the weather, things could have been much worse. We got prime seating here on the 50-yard line and bringing you this game from outdoors tonight as there are the West Falcons dressed in the all-black uniforms. West led by head coach Brandon Cruzy in his 3rd year at the helm of the Falcons. The former Davenport North coach left North to take a job up in Mason City, led the Mohawks of Mason City for 1 year and decided he didn't like it. Maybe his wife didn't like it. The family decided they wanted to come back to the Quad Cities and moved over to Davenport West. And just like he did at North, Brandon Cruzy, remember, North was struggling. His 3rd year at North had them over 500 and one of their best seasons in a very, very long time. He's done the same here with West in his 3rd year. The last 2 years, only 1 win for the Falcons. This year, they are 6-2. So Brandon Cruzy has some magic and working it on the west side of town. The Muskies, of course, led by Coach DJ Hawkins, one of his best campaigns this year. Would love to finish that off with a win tonight. That would make them 4-5 on the season. Probably just missing out of the playoffs, probably 18 or 19 on the list, and set them up nicely for next year. Plenty of seniors taking the field for the last time tonight as Muscatine has left the locker room and just charged out to the field right now. The Muskies, of course, wearing the road whites, purple pants, the gold helmets. This will be the last game for seniors like Landon Batty and Daniel Adams, Paul Henry, a lot of players that have spent a lot of sweat for this Muskie program throughout the years, and they're going to leave it all on the field tonight, hopefully come away with the victory. Captains are approaching midfield now as we are approaching the start of this football game. Some other action around the area tonight here on this final night of the regular season. Davenport North is up at Bettendorf tonight. Iowa City West plays at Pleasant Valley. The Iowa City West Trojans still not out of the playoff hunt. They would need pretty much North Valley, Waukee all to lose tonight, and then they'd have to find a way to knock off an undefeated Pleasant Valley team. Davenport Central is at City High, and a score from last night, it was Cedar Rapids Kennedy defeating Dubuque Hempstead 41-0. That's another hit to Muscatine's slim chances as that works against their strength of schedule. It really, you think of Muscatine and their strength of schedule, and you feel like they played a pretty strong schedule, and they have. 6 of their 9 opponents have 500 or better records, over 500 records. But those 3 teams really bringing down Davenport North at 1-7, Dubuque Hempstead 1-8, and Bettendorf, believe it or not, 2-6, all really hurting their win-loss percentage. So that it pretty much makes them right around 500, a game or 2 above 500. So you pretty much have an average strength of schedule. And if you have just a 4-5 record with a win tonight, that really kind of shut the door on the playoff hopes for Muscatine. So the coin toss is going to go the way of Muscatine, but they defer and will kick off here in this first quarter tonight, going left to right on your screen. Glad you could join us here on the Muscatine Discover Muscatine Sports Network. Hope you enjoyed the Muscatine Power and Water pregame show, and we're ready for our first kickoff tonight. Of course, kickoff's brought to you by MPW Cable Advertising, powered by ICAN. Don't forget to reach out to Wojo for your local cable advertising needs. Jackson Offmer will kick this one away. Now, Davenport West, one of their weapons is the kickoff return. If Offmer can get this to the end zone, that would help out a lot. West has a Devin Sanders Howard, a very dangerous return man, awaiting the ball, and he will get a chance with it here back at the 5-yard line. Looks for a hole and has one and gets all the way up across the 35-yard line. Devin Sanders Howard has 2 kickoff returns for touchdowns this year. He also has 6 interceptions on defense, so really a big storyline for this West Falcon team. It has been the turnovers, which is why they are 6-2 this year, forcing several turnovers on the year. Their turnover ratio is very much on the plus side, which has helped in this 6-2 record. West quarterback senior at quarterback Brady Hansen, one of the better quarterbacks in this side of the state, will hand off on first down, and a nice pickup of 4 to 5 yards for the Falcons. Brady Hansen, his 3rd year as a starter for the Falcons, comes in 64 of 145 yards passing, 935 yards passing. That's his 2nd straight year over 900 yards. He's thrown 11 touchdowns, also rushed for 9 touchdowns, 428 yards. So a dual threat quarterback in Brady Hansen. 2nd down and about 5 for the Falcons. Hansen out of the gun, looks to throw. Hansen fires, and it's almost picked off. Oh, Brookhart had a chance at it. It was thrown right in his hands at the 50-yard line, and Brookhart just dropped it. Would love to have that one back. Bullet dodge for the Falcons, and they have an opportunity now on 3rd down. Oh, those are the kind of plays wakes you up at night thinking, oh, man. Had a chance. 3rd down. And the defense pick up Brookhart right now. Hansen in the gun, empty backfield. 3 receivers off to his right. He's looking to throw. Throws it out into the flat. Catch is made right at the yard to gain. It will be a 1st down for the Falcons. So Dalton Thompson on the reception. Thompson, one of the leading receivers on this team. 325 yards receiving on the year, a couple of touchdowns. It's a team that likes to throw the ball. Something Brandy Cruzy brought with him. Did that a lot over at Davenport North. You're going to see a lot of the same similarities in offense that probably made game planning much easier for Muscatine this week, and how similar North and West are on the offensive end. 1st and 10, and here's the quarterback keeper. And not fooled on that play. The Muskie defense did a very good job stopping that one right at the line of scrimmage. So they'll bring up a 2nd and 10 here on this first drive just underway here at Brady Street Stadium. Glad you could join us this evening. Final game of our season on the Discover Muscatine Sports Network. A lot of fun we had this year for sure, and would love to cap it off here with a big victory. 2nd down 10, Hansen out of the gun. Play action pass has his tight end over the middle, and a 1st down, Falcons. So Landon Wright, the senior tight end, 6 foot, 205-pounder. Looks much bigger than that, though. Soft hands. And they move the sticks again down inside the 40, down to the 37-yard line. Two receivers to the bottom. Hansen takes the snap, hands off, tries the right end, and close to another 1st down. The Falcons look like they will have the 1st down. Tucker Avis, adding to his nice season, comes in at 378 yards rushing, among the top rushers on this team, behind the quarterback, Hansen. So this Muskie defense, they bent a little bit, hoping not to break. Not a very strong special teams unit for this Falcon team. If you can hold them to a field goal opportunity. Hansen will again give off to Avis. Avis tries the left side this time and picks up 3, maybe 4 yards inside the 25. This offense for the Falcons much improved over last year. They brought over a new offensive coordinator in Matt McLean. Coach McLean was part of the Davenport North staff last year. His former head coach, Coach Cruzy, gave him a call, offered him the job, and McLean brought his talents to the west side. Revamped the offense a little bit, and it has been working. Here's a swing pass out to the tight end. It has some room down the sidelines, down to the 10-yard line. Another big gain right there for their big tight end. So Wright moves the ball just outside the 10. So the Falcons could get another 1st down here without scoring. So 1st down. Hansen out of the gun. Hansen gives off. Here's a chance, but a nice tackle right there by Ty Kozad. Kozad brings down the running back, and it will force a 2nd down and 6 from the 7-yard line. All right, this defense has made stands before on the goal line. Have to make an early one here. Trying to keep this Falcon team out of the end zone. They got 2 receivers set each direction. Hansen out of the gun. Has a back next to him. He's back to throw. Looks, has nothing there. Now rolls out. Still looks. Throws it into the corner of the end zone. The catch is made. Did he stay in bounds? He did. Touchdown, Davenport West. So it's Dalton Thompson on the receiving end of the Brady Hansen throw. Just got a foot down in the corner of the end zone. And out comes the special teams unit. This has not been a gimme for West this year. Branson Heath, 15 out of 20 on the season on his extra points. Just tried one field goal on the year and missed it. Well, it's not a kicking strong team. Ball is down, the kick is up, and this one does find its way through the uprights with 7:07 to go. Falcons score first tonight, 7-0.
At Hustler Turf, quality matters, especially in the strength and durability of our mowers. So you know your Hustler will stand the test of time. We think the difference is obvious. With our welded fabricated steel deck, high-strength 11-gauge one-piece frame, and the precision control of our...
Back here at Brady Street Stadium, glad you could join us tonight on the Discover Muscatine Sports Network, the finale of the football season for your Muskies, trying to end it up with a 4-5 record. That would be a 3-game improvement over last year. Find themselves needing to come from behind tonight, though, against the West Falcons, who need a win to make the playoffs. Short kick, and the ball's angling out of bounds, and that will be a flag. When we talked about the kicking game not being strong on the extra points, it's really noticeable on kickoffs. Branson Heath has just one touchback in 35 tries this year. So it will be an opportunity for Paul Henry and the return team this evening to maybe break one on special teams. However, due to the penalty, it looks like Muscatine's going to make him kick off again. So they could have elected to take it at the 35-yard line, but Coach Hawkins knows the short kickoffs and knows who he's got back there in the receiving them. Paul Henry, and the dangerous man that he is, so why not give this another try? So they'll move it back 5 yards and kick off from the 40-yard line now. And Henry and Aiden Lopez will be standing at their 15-yard line. Actually, they're going to move it back to the 30-yard line. Kick off from there, so everyone will move up a little bit closer, and this should be some great field position for Muscatine. You just got to make sure you catch the ball here. Could be a short kick for Branson Heath. Heath boots a line drive, angling out of bounds, and there's another penalty. They may make him kick it off again. We'll see what Coach Hawkins decides to do this time. I wouldn't. You do it once. Why not do it again? Make him move back another set of yards, and things are going really well right now, and you don't have to do anything. Watching Branson Heath kick the ball out of bounds, and he'll have to try it now from the 20-yard line. And Paul Henry standing on his 30 might want to move up even more than that. Now they move back to the 25. This ball might only get to the 35-yard line, however. Muscatine has had Davenport West number over the years, winning 9 of the last 10 ball games against the Falcons. Last time Davenport West beat Muscatine, you got to go back to 2009. Heath puts the foot to the ball, and the line drive kick. Lopez will take it at his 25, out to the 35, 40, 45, 50. Aiden Lopez into the west side of the field. And great starting field position here for Landon Batty and his troops down to the 47-yard line. We'll see how much they feature Ty Cozad tonight. The more you feed him, really, the better your odds are of winning. If you look at those numbers throughout the year, we'll bring them to you here in a little bit. But first down and 10 out of the wing, and now a lot of movement up front. And sure enough, West jumps off sides. Muscatine's tried that trick a lot this year, and it catches the Falcons. That will move it 5 yards and be first down and 5-yard line. You don't see that too often outside of Muscatine and Cedar Rapids Prairie. They're the only two teams that really do that. The changing formation coming out of that set, and it fools so many teams. Great chance to pick up free 5 yards, and that's what the Muskies do. So first and 5, ball at the 42-yard line. Here's the give to Cozad. Cozad's first attempt of the night, not much there. Down to the 40, and a late push right in front of all the officials. And sure enough, that's going to draw 15 yards. Well, this Falcon team is amped up tonight, and they're amped up, and they're making some bad mistakes. That would take this ball all the way down to about the 25, 26-yard line. So give Cozad maybe 1 yard on the carry, but add 15 to it on the late hit. We might be in for just a high-scoring, fun affair this evening. Get that popcorn ready. This is a fun one to watch. I'm glad you could join us tonight. Let the friends and family know. Let your neighbors know. Tune us on in and check out some fun football. Now some more movement up front. And there's another flag, and I think this is going to be on West also. It will be another 5 yards on West. Fans on this side don't like it, but it's the right call. The Falcon came across. And Muscatine continues to move the ball, thanks mostly to West's mistakes. So first down and 5, ball just at the 20-yard line, outside that red zone. Man goes in motion. It's Brocard. Here's the pitch. Cozad caught in the backfield. A flag on the play, however. It's a loss of 7 on the play, but we will check out the flag. And I think this might be on Muscatine. We'll see. Wait for the official word. There's an illegal shift on the Muskies. They will decline that. And a second down and long. Well, this defense is queued up on Ty Cozad. Nothing new. We've seen that all season long. It usually doesn't mean anything. Second down and 12 now. Back at the 27-yard line. Back to throw is Batty. Batty to Adams. And yet another flag thrown. Holding on Muscatine is the initial signal. So a sloppy game out of the gate here, first half of the first quarter. Makes it the first eighth. A lot of flags. They'll mark this back 10 yards. Falcons do decide to take it and make it second down at about 22. Well, they march it all the way back to the 37-yard line. Great night for kicking if you're thinking field goal right now. Jackson Othmer should have good conditions to boot it away. The Muskies can pick up a few more yards. Here is to give Cozad. Cozad works his way, positive yardage this time, from the 37 down to about the 33. Call it 4 yards on the carry. So third down and long now for this Muskie offense. Ball at the 33. It would be a 50-yard field goal from here. So you'd really like to pick up another 7, 8, 10 yards to give Othmer a chance. I mean, you'd really like to pick up the first down, of course. Full house backfield. The give is to Cozad. Cozad inches forward. Not much there, though. up to maybe the 30-yard line. We'll see where the spot is. 4th down upcoming. The market at the 31, a gain of 2. So Tyco's at 4 carries, 0 yards thus far. Not many defenses had that kind of success against number 24 this season. The offense stays on the field. Too long for a field goal, too short for a punt. They got to get down to the 16-yard line. Henry split off towards the top and goes in motion back to throw. Throwing it up for grabs and cutting the wrong way was Henry. So that will be a turnover on downs. Muskie's had great starting position. However, penalties hurting West in the first part of that drive. They hurt Muscatine on the latter half. And the Muskies come up empty. Brady Hansen back out on the field. West trying to get some separation. Again, a must-win tonight for the Falcons. They could sneak into the playoffs with a loss, but boy, it would take a lot. And again, there's no guarantee even with a win they get in. They're at 17 right now. Their eyes are on the scoreboard as well towards the central part of the state. Here's the give. Missed change of direction and making something out of nothing right there is Davenport West running back Tucker Avis. Tried the right end, had nothing there. Reversed towards the middle and was able to pick up 6 yards. So 2nd down and 4 upcoming for West. Third-year starting quarterback Brady Hansen out of the gun. His tight end splits off to the left. 4 receivers, 2 each way. And the give, actually the keeper, Hansen brought down. Nice tackle made out there on the edge. Short of the 1st down. Falcons about 2 yards to go. Luke Hardy on the tackle there. Nice open field stop by Hardy. Third and 2 is where you want to be offense, though. Everything is open. You can run it. You can throw it. Try some RPO. We'll see what Coach Cruzy dials up here. 4 receivers, 2 each way. Shot clock down. Play clock, however. Pardon me. And there's the pass made on the sidelines and caught inbounds. Moving the sticks. You know, I saw something I've never seen right there. The play clock was running down, and the official was counting down the quarterback to let him know. You don't see that. I don't think you should see that, but he had the hand up, 5, 4, 3, 2. As long as he does it both directions, I guess that's okay. We'll have to wait and see on that when the Muskies get the ball. First and 10 from the 45. Clock down to 2:30 to go this first quarter. Man goes in motion. Rolling right is Hansen. Hansen, the quarterback keeper all the way. Hansen has some room. Hansen is free at the 40. Running over a defender inside the 35-yard line. There are the legs of Brady Hansen. Dual threat at its best right there. And West coming out strong on the offensive end tonight. Well, this is the start that West wanted, no doubt about it. Take the lead, put the pressure on Muscatine. Muscatine not a very good come-from-behind team. It's a run-first team. Teams like that don't like to fall behind in games. Nobody likes to fall behind in games, but it's harder when you run first. Here's the give up the middle, and the ball down towards the 30. Still on his feet, down to about the 29-yard line. So Tucker Avis again, some hard running early for Davenport West.
Among the tacklers, number 53, Andy Frankie. 2nd down and 4 yards to go.
Call it 2nd and 4 for West. Hansen has 4 receivers again. That's the typical formation for this Falcon team. Clock approaching 1 minute. Hansen back to throw. Hansen looking deep. Hansen over the middle, thrown up for grabs and incomplete. A defender there. The ball falls harmlessly to the ground, however. Stops the clock, just over 1 to go in the first, and brings up a third down for Davenport West. And this might be 4-down territory right now for the Falcons. Again, not a strong kicking team. The ball inside the 30, so they'll have a couple of downs here to try to pick up those 4 yards. Hansen tries a quarterback sneak. Nice play concept right there by coordinator Matt McLean. They saw an opening up the middle. Hansen just crawled up underneath the center, took the ball, and stuck forward for the 4 yards. First down, West. And somebody on this Muskie defense really needs to make a play right now. Get some energy in this team. A little bit lackluster right now. Of course, you have the urgency on West with the playoffs on the line, but you guarantee you everybody in the purple and gold wants this one just as badly. And there he is again, counting down the quarterback. I've never seen that. And there's a nice gain by Hansen. Hansen down towards the 10-yard line. Anytime that play clock is running down, that back official is helping that quarterback out, counting him down. Don't really need that. You got the huge clock right next to the scoreboard. First and goal, Falcons. Already up 7-0. Could be the last play of the first quarter. Hansen gives off, actually keeps it. Hansen tries to find a hole. Hansen dives for the end zone, and I believe he's in. No, they mark him short, and the first quarter comes to an end with West right on the doorstep. After 1, it's Davenport West 7, Muscatine nothing on the Discover Muscatine Sports Network.
At Hustler Turf, quality matters, especially in the strength and durability of our mowers. So you know your Hustler will stand the test of time. We think the difference is obvious. With our welded fabricated steel deck, high-strength 11-gauge one-piece frame, and the precision control of our smooth track steering, anyone can mow like a pro.
Stop in to Muscatine Lawn and Power at 2020 Stewart Road to see Hustler quality for yourself.
Rehab Physical Therapy. Feel better, move forward.
At Hustler Turf, quality matters, especially when it comes to the driving experience.
Let's take a closer look.
Our legendary smooth track steering provides buttery smooth turns, making maneuvering around obstacles a breeze. Unlike the jerky feel of other options, our smooth track steering is so effortless, anyone could make short work of the lawn. Hustler Turf, mow like a pro.
Street Stadium starting the second quarter. West inside the 1-yard line, trying to add on to their 7-0 lead. See if Hansen goes under center here. Looks like he will. Look for the quarterback sneak. Hansen does just that, and touchdown, Falcons. Now hold on, there is a flag back towards the back of the end zone. Officials will have a discussion and figure out what to do there. Personal foul on West. Now, was it after the touchdown? They'll go over and talk to Coach Hawkins, see what he wants to do. I think the touchdown will be good. So they're just discussing on if they want it on the extra point or if they want to take the 15 yards on the kickoff. And they will take the yardage on the kickoff. So 13-0 on the Hanson touchdown. Extra point upcoming.
Muscatine has elected to take the penalty on the kickoff.
Heath comes out for the extra point. 16-21 now on the season. Kick is up. This one right through the heart. And West extending their lead. 14-0. We'll be right back on the Discover Muscatine Sports Network.
Affordable Metal Manufacturing provides cut-to-length rolled metal panels for commercial, residential, and agricultural roofing. We take pride in delivering our products with a short lead time, normally 3 days or less. Our panels are cut to the nearest 1/8 of an inch for greater efficiency and less waste. Affordable Metal can even roll your panels on site. Call today for a free quote and let us become your preferred supplier. Affordable Metal Manufacturing. Our business is rolling.
You know Rivo as expert plumbers, but did you know Rivo can also be your one source for complete bathroom and kitchen remodels? With professional craftsmen doing the job for more than 30 years, experienced in tile, carpentry, and of course plumbing, Rivo can transform a dreary basement into an elegant bathroom and upgrade a worn-out kitchen using inspirational design and quality brands. Before you stand in line at a big box store, call Rivo Incorporated and see how a hometown professional can refresh and improve your
Rowan Glenbine back here at Brady Street Stadium. Muskies will need to come from behind tonight, down 14-0 here early in the second quarter. Chance right here on special teams, however, as this kickoff coming from the 25-yard line after the personal foul. It's a squib kick, and it will be taken by the up man out at the 42-yard line. So Truesdale there on the cover. Didn't want a chance of return, just falls on the ball. And pretty good starting field position for the Muskies as they have a 58-yard, maybe 57-yard field in front of them. Still looking for that first big play on offense. That would be a pretty good time. Batty turns, gives to Kozad. Kozad is loose. Kozad down the sidelines, 40, 30, and knocked out of bounds. There you go. There's that first big run for Ty Kozad. Knew he wouldn't be shut down all night, and down inside the 30.
Forced out of bounds at the Falcon 28-yard line.
29-yard pickup for Ty Kozad. Might want to go right back to it right here. 1st and 10. The give to Kozad. Kozad up the middle. Kozad runs over the defender down around the 20-yard line. Kozad up the middle. Kozad runs over the defender. They'll mark it at the 21, 7 yards on the carry. 2nd and 3, Muskies. Big drive right here for Muscatine. Get back into this ball game. The turn, the give, Kozad. Kozad met at the line of scrimmage and brought right down. Stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage.
Ty Kozad, the ball carrier. Darrell Johnson on the tackle for West.
Kozad so far 36 yards on the night on 7 carries. 29 of the 36 coming on that one big run here to start this drive. Big 3rd down. Turn to give to Kozad. Kozad gets down to the 20. 2 yards. It will be a 4th down situation. Turn to give to Kozad. Kozad, a makeable field goal. We'll see what Coach Hawkins decides here. Down 14. You might want to keep the offense on the field. It looks like he does. So here's a big play. 4th and 2. It's early, but boy, this is a big drive right now, down 14 points. Adams splits off towards the top of your screen. Batty under center. Batty turns, gives on the sweep, and a first down, Muscatine. Well, they faked the Kozad, and it gives on the defense bit, and that moves the sticks. Nice call right there by Coach Hawkins and this Muscatine coaching staff. Morris on the carry.
First down, Muscatine at the 16-yard line.
Inside the Midwest Bank red zone. It's Bank 1, excuse me. Here's the turn. The give to Kozad. Kozad dancing at the line, looks for a hole, and is brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
Johnson, number 66, and others in on the tackle.
Called a loss of 1 for Kozad. Tough sledding up the middle so far tonight. Just a matter of time before he breaks another one, though. You know it. You've seen it all year long. Batty waits, turns, the pitch to Kozad. Kozad dancing, looks for a hole, and that's going to be a flag on Muscatine. Kozad picked up 1, maybe 2 on the carry, but holding will be the call. And just like the last drive, flags stymied that one. Here's a big flag against the Muskies right here. Push that back 10 yards. Wipe out the play. So call it 2nd and 21 upcoming for the Muskies.
Holding penalty, 10 yards from the spot of the foul. Takes the ball back to the 31-yard line. Second down and long.
Second down. And a long way to go for Landon Batty and crew. Henry split off towards the bottom. Turn, the give. And another flag comes down. Well, the Muskies are going in the wrong direction right now. We'll check on the flag, but looks like maybe a block in the back. So mark off some more yardage against Muscatine. Second down it will stay, but second down going the wrong way right now for Muscatine. All the way down, way out to the 47-yard line. Well, this is one of the longer yards to gain situation I've ever seen. The ball at the 47. They got to get down to the 7. This is second down and 40. Second and 41, according to the scoreboard. Either way, tough situation for Muscatine's offense. Back to throw Batty. Batty rolls to the right, throws it up, and Kozad makes a one-handed catch. That's a nice grab right there, down to the 21-yard line. Take a look at that catch. Nice grab by Kozad, and there's a big chunk of the yardage made up there, down to about the 31-yard line. Okay, now 2nd and 41 turns into 3rd and 24. You get 17 yards back.
It's third down and long.
Get another 17 right now, and you're in business. Henry split off towards the bottom. Man comes across, and there's a 5-yard freebie.
Defensive encroachment, a 5-yard penalty against West.
That brings the ball all the way down towards the 25-yard line. Ball at the 26. You got to get again to the 7. So 3rd down and 19. Sounds a lot better than 2nd and 41. Again, Henry split off towards the bottom. Batty will roll to the left, throw it on up towards the end zone. A lot of contact down there. No flags. The ball falls to the turf harmlessly, and we'll see what Muscatine wants to do. 4th down.
It's 4th down.
Now a late flag thrown, and this might not be good right here. It was towards Muscatine's huddle. Somebody said something to the official. And that right there is going to be a drive killer. You had a chance right there to kick a field goal. But now it's a punting situation back around the 41-yard line. And the coaching staff not going to be happy there. Unsportsmanlike, that's just somebody saying something they shouldn't say. So the offense on the field, this might be a Ty Kozad punt situation right here. Kind of disguise it as a play and then punt situation. Or no, they're going to go and throw it. And dangerous pass, and oh boy. Batty's pass intercepted, and the Falcons had the ball right at the 40-yard line. Thought they might try just to sneak punt there with Ty Kozad. Instead, Murphy comes up with the pick. And West has the ball up 14. Well, this has been an ugly first half, really, for both teams. A lot of flags. You don't see that so much. This is more like a first or second week situation. You see these amounts of flags on the field. Not the last week of the season, but the, I don't say tempers are high, but the intensity is high out there. A lot on the line, and that's leading to some penalties here on both sides of the field. First down, Hansen. Hansen will keep it. Hansen up the middle. Hansen's got a first down and more down inside the Muskie side of the field. This West team has had an interesting year. They've got off to a good start, won their first 6 ball games, but didn't really play great competition. You got a game against Clinton. Clinton has a losing record. That was only a 20-14 win, 6-point win. Then you played Davenport North in week 2. They only beat North by 7 points. Now, that's a rivalry game, so that's always going to be a tight game. But still, you know what North has done this year. Muscatine had their way with the Wildcats last year. West only beat them by 7. But they have things going tonight, and there's a nice run by Avis down towards the 36-yard line. The last 2 weeks have been just, well, man, just makes you shake in your boots what the West Falcons have had to go through the last 2 weeks. All the good, warm, fuzzy feelings being 6-0 taken away. They lost a couple of huge games, 44-0 to Kennedy and 55-6 to City High. Combined 99-6 in their last 2 weeks. Things looking good tonight so far. And again, the official helping out the quarterback, counting down the play clock. And there's the swing pass into the flat. First down, Falcons. Well, Cesar Garrido on the tackle. Not before first yard is gained by Davenport West. Having their way on the offensive side of things. Brady Hansen looking good so far tonight. Hansen will keep it. Hansen runs up the middle. Hansen, all kinds of room. 10-5, touchdown West. Brady Hansen, 26 yards on the keeper. And the lead is now 20. Well, Brady Hansen looking like the 3-year starter that he is tonight with everything on the line. A couple of touchdowns for Hansen on the ground. Heath on for the extra point. Kick is down. It is through the uprights. And with 5:02 to go in the second quarter, it's all West. They lead 21-0.
Affordable Metal Manufacturing provides cut-to-length rolled metal panels for commercial, residential, and agricultural roofing. We take pride in delivering our products with a short lead time, normally 3 days or less. Our panels are cut to the nearest eighth of an inch for greater efficiency and less waste. Affordable Metal can even roll your panels on site. Call today for a free quote and let us become your preferred supplier.
Street Stadium, it's been all Falcons thus far, up 21-0. Kickoffs have been a struggle tonight for West. Heath has had problems keeping it in balance and will just squib this one. High bounce, Henry will take the ball. Henry tries the right end, breaks one tackle, and runs out of bounds towards the 30-yard line. As a gust of breeze comes out of nowhere here at Brady Street. A pretty calm night thus far, but wind picking up just a little bit. Boy, you can't ask for better weather than we have, especially week 9 of the season. This is a beautiful night here tonight. So big drive here for the Muskies, trying to get on the board before halftime. Fumble! Ball still loose, and oh boy, that is not what the doctor ordered. Landon Batty fumbles the exchange, couldn't find it, and the Falcons jump on it. Falcons have the ball back. And if this was golf, you just ask for a mulligan right now. This is not the start Muscatine had hoped for tonight. Down 21-0, and West has the ball again deep inside Muscatine territory. Linmar leads Cedar Rapids Prairie 15-13. Lions trying to secure a playoff spot. And timeout Muskies on the field. We'll take one along with them. 4:52 to go. It's 21-0.
Affordable Metal Manufacturing provides cut-to-length rolled metal panels for commercial, residential, and agricultural roofing. We take pride in delivering our products with a short lead time, normally 3 days or less. Our panels are cut to the nearest eighth of an inch for greater efficiency and less waste. Affordable Metal can even roll your panels on site. Call today for a free quote and let us become your preferred supplier. Affordable Metal Manufacturing. Our business is rolling.
You know Rivo as expert plumbers, but did you know Rivo can also be your one source for complete bathroom and kitchen remodels? With professional craftsmen doing the job for more than 30 years, experienced in tile, carpentry, and of course plumbing, Rivo can transform a dreary basement into an elegant bathroom and upgrade a worn-out kitchen using inspirational design and quality brands. Before you stand in line at a big box store, call Rivo Incorporated and see how a hometown professional.
Back here at Brady Street Stadium in Davenport West. Looking to add a dagger here early, already at 21-0. Talked earlier in this game about turnover differential and how it has helped the Falcons tonight. And of course, the first turnover goes their way right on cue. Hansen out of the gun. Hansen, the give to Avis. Avis dancing through a hole and inside the 20-yard line.
Tackle goes to number 50, Xander Dayton.
Last time West has made the playoffs, 1999. They like to party like it's 1999 tonight. Cue up the Prince.
They're on their way right now. Hansen out of the gun. Sends his tight end off to the left. Back to throw, looking for the man over the middle. Nothing there. We'll pull it down and run it. And a nice gain. Ball's loose. The ball's loose. We'll see who ends up with it. Muscatine had a chance to fall on it. Not sure they got it. Well, somehow West comes up with that ball. A Muskie player was right there. Had a chance at the fumble. Boy, that would have been big right there. But these 50-50 balls are going the West way so far tonight.
14-yard line, and it's out first down.
Boy, you just need a turnover right now. Had a chance there. Is there another one waiting? Hansen gives off to Avis. Avis up the middle. Avis inside the 10. Brought down around the 8. Clock running, approaching the 4-minute mark. Boy, what you'd give for a pick 6 right now. West will throw it down here. Play clock down to give up the middle. Avis. Avis brought down near the line to gain, and I think he's got the first down. Official waiting to call it, and finally gives them the first down. So first and goal at the 4. Pleasant Valley and Iowa City West are tied right now at halftime, 14-14. Iowa City West trying to pick up that win tonight and try to make the playoffs. Meanwhile, the Muskies will take their second time out here on defense. We'll take it along with them. We'll be right back here on the Discover Muscatine Sports Network.
We just don't work out in a single plane of motion.
Here at Brady Street Stadium, and the Muscatine defense needing to come up with a big turnover here. Already down 21-0, 3:10 left to go before halftime. Brandon Cruzy dialing up trips to the left side of the quarterback, Brady Hansen. Hansen will give off to Avis, runs to the right. Touchdown, Falcons. So West can do no wrong thus far tonight, leading 27-0. Heath on for the extra point, 3 for 3 on the night thus far. Has missed 5 on the season. Hansen to hold. The hold is down. The kick is up, and the kick is good. 3:06 left. It's now 28-0. Davenport West.
Hustler Turf.
Back here at Brady Street Stadium, Muscatine in a huge hole, down 28-0. Meanwhile, Cedar Falls and Dubuque Senior are knotted up 7 apiece at halftime. That game may have some playoff implications. Senior trying to hope some teams ahead of them lose and sneak into the playoffs. Bettendorf is all over Davenport North thus far, 21-0. Here's another squib, and the ball bounces right in the hands of Henry. Henry runs up and gets to about the 35-yard line. So obviously a change of plans on the kicking game for the Falcons. Putting the ball in the air was not working, and so far the squib kicks are doing the trick. Well, this Muskie offense needs to get some points on the board here. They got 3 minutes to do it. They will get the ball coming out to start the second half, so if you can get a touchdown here, start the ball down 21, maybe get a touchdown there, who knows? There's still plenty of time to go. Muskie offense has put up a lot of points during the season. Here's the turn to give to Kozad. Kozad, some hard running yardage right there up the middle. Picks up maybe 3 yards on the carry. Is 3 yards, so he's up to just 40 yards thus far. Say just 40, that's not a bad number, but the numbers he's put up this year just have you expecting unreal expectations. And there's another give to Kozad, and he loses a yard on the carry. We'll give it up to this West Falcon defense right now. They have a game plan. It's to stop number 24, and they're executing thus far. Just one big play for Ty Kozad on the night, a 29-yard run. He has just 39 yards thus far after the loss of 1 on that last play. 3rd down and 8. The Muskies need to dial something up here. Under 2 minutes to go, first quarter. Falcon defense playing with a lot of confidence. Here's the give to Aiden Lopez. Lopez caught in the backfield. And again, the Muskies going backwards, and West will take a timeout as they want to salvage some time on the clock as they are set to get the ball back here with 1:47 left on the clock. We'll keep it here. And it's starting to look dim. It's not out of the question. You just need a big play. You need something to spark this team, and it's going to have to come on the defensive end now, as the Muskies will likely punt the ball away. Now, again, it's important to note that the punter for most of the season, Evans, is out. His year is done. He was hurt a couple of weeks ago. Muscatine didn't have to punt last week. They might want to punt right now, though, 4th and 12. But again, it's the last week of the year. We'll see what Coach Hawkins, he just might have a gunslinger, gambler attitude and go for it right now without your punter. 4th and 12. It looks like Cesar Garrido will come out in the punting formation, so he will be your backup punter, or your starting punter tonight anyway, taking over for Evans. Ty Kozad had that duty a couple of weeks ago. The Muskies high snap. Garrido pulls it down and lets the punt go. It will bounce at the 35 and be fielded inside the 30. Breaking one tackle. Still on the feet to the 45-yard line, and the Falcons will take over there with 93 seconds to go in this first half.
The punt was by number 10, Cesar Garrido. Turned by number 16, Devin Sanders Howard.
So Devin Sanders Howard, again, one of the most dangerous return men in the state, does a nice job. He averages 18 yards per punt return. Gets the ball there close to the 45. They'll mark it at the 44. And Brady Hansen, we'll see if he has some more magic up his sleeve before halftime. Hansen throws the ball, has his tight end, and can't stay on his feet. Still a nice pickup, first down, Falcons.
Brady Hansen's pass caught by number 22,
Landon Wright, a big first half for the Falcons. Move the sticks and start the clock at 1:26. Hansen back to throw again. Hansen looks deep, has all day to throw. Could have been a holding, no call there. Hansen will run out of bounds. And now a late hit, and that will draw the flag. Fans don't like it. Pretty good call from where I'm sitting at the 50-yard line. They could have also called a hold on the Falcons earlier. And we are sitting amongst the West fans, though, so I'll watch myself. So there you go, a flag on the Falcons, and that will put a wrench in their drive here for a moment. Blindside block is the official ruling. Clock down to 1:15 left. They'll mark it back to the 39-yard line.
Personal foul, blindside block.
So first down and 15 after the penalty. Hansen back to throw. Hansen lets it fly deep and it's picked up. Picked up by Keener. Keener. There you go. There's the play. There might be the spark. Just before halftime, Matt Keener goes up high to pull down the interception.
Tucker Avis, number 6.
They get the ball at the 35-yard line. Still time on the clock. Only one timeout in your back pocket, however. Trailing by 28, though, you're forced to be aggressive here. Batty calls the signal. Adams split off towards the bottom. Kozad in the middle of the backfield. Full house backfield. The give to Kozad. Kozad up the middle, running hard. Has about 9 yards on first down. And the Muskies need to go quick. Clock down to 50 seconds. Batty needs to get him to the line quickly. Turn to give to Kozad. Kozad met in the backfield and loses a yard on the play. 30 seconds left. Still have that timeout. Coach Hawkins saving it for now. Adams runs in the play, and the Muskies huddling with 18 seconds left. Need to go downfield here. Clock down to 10 seconds. Back to throw, letting it loose down the sidelines. Adams is there. The ball is incomplete with 1 second on the clock. So fourth down, but you might as well go for it here with just 1 second left. Adams will leave. Henry will come in. And we'll see what they dial up here. You need to score, need to go 58 yards. Kozad in the backfield. That might be the way to go. The give is to Kozad. Kozad breaks free. Kozad's got a chance around the end to the 40, 35, 30. Got to make a lot of people miss, however. And he's brought down at the 25-yard line. And that's how the first half comes to an end tonight. 28-0 at the break. We'll be right back.
At Hustler Turf, quality matters, especially in the strength and durability of our mowers. So you know your Hustler will stand the test of time. We think the difference is obvious. With our welded fabricated steel deck, high-strength 11-gauge one-piece frame, and the precision control of our smooth track steering, anyone can mow like a pro.
Stop in to Muscatine Lawn and Power at 2020 Stewart Road to see Hustler quality for yourself.
Rehab Physical Therapy. Feel better, move forward.
At Hustler Turf, quality matters, especially when it comes to the driving experience.
Let's take a closer look.
Our legendary smooth track steering provides buttery smooth turns, making maneuvering around obstacles a breeze. Unlike the jerky feel of other options, our smooth track steering is so effortless, anyone can make short work of the lawn. Hustler Turf, mow like a pro.
Stop in to Muscatine Lawn and Power at 2020 Stewart Road to see Hustler quality for yourself.
You tell me. Back here at Brady Street Stadium, halftime right now. It's been all Davenport West tonight, up 28-0. The Falcons looking for their first playoff appearance since 1999. Again, we're not counting the COVID year a couple years ago when everybody made the playoffs. The Iowa High School Athletic Association doesn't really recognize that as a playoff appearance. I mean, everybody went. So 1999, the last time these Falcons went. They need to win tonight. They need to get some help. Thus far, Waukee is losing.
We just don't work out.
So that is the help they need. West looks to be, if everything stays the same, in. But, of course, a half of football to go. Want to look at some stats tonight. These courtesy of my good friend Matt Koss of the Quad City Times. And first half stats, it's all West. They have 16 first downs. Muscatine just 4. West 22 rushing attempts, 172 yards in that first half, as Muscatine 77 yards rushing, 17 in the first half. Passing 79 yards for West, 16 for Muscatine. Total yards, all West. They lead 251 to 98. Penalties a big part of this ballgame. The Muskies have 4 penalties for 54 yards. West 8 penalties. 80 yards worth of laundry in that first half. The Muskies have turned the ball over twice. West turned the ball over once, that big interception. And we're looking at Ty Kozad there with a couple of nice carries. That carry at the end, adding some yardage for him. He finishes the first half 80 yards so far in one half of football. He needs a bit more, I think 36 more yards to gain 2,000 on the season. And that's not a bad call there at the end. You need to score, and pretty much your home run hitter all year has been Ty Kozad. Why not give him a chance to run with it? And, boy, he gave an attempt there, got down to the 25-yard line before being stopped. Now, West has the lead. Muscatine will get the ball to start the second half, and very, very important drive. Now 28-0. The hill is pretty steep, but not totally out of reach if you can get this offense in gear right now and figure out a plan, make some adjustments coming in to the second half. Big night tonight, of course, for the Falcon fans right here as they're trying to make the playoffs. And Muscatine trying to end the season on a good note. It's been a great season. Despite the record, it's much improved over last year, just 1-8. But, boy, you've seen the record set by Ty Kozad this year. Every yard he gains tonight just adds on to his all-time single-season rushing record, cuts into the career rushing record, and just what can you say? What Kozad and his offensive line opening the hole. Every time you hear Ty Kozad talk, and one of the more impressive things about the young man, just a junior, is he'll give his offensive line all the credit in the world every single time. And that's just a quality kid right there, quality human being, not just a great running back, but putting his teammates first, just a great leader. And I can't say enough good things about Ty Kozad. The Davenport West marching band coming out on the field right now. And I'll just mention this. I got to see West's marching band along with Muscatine's and a bunch of the bands all down in Muscatine over the weekend. They had a big regional band concert, marching band concert, all day long at Community Stadium, and some great bands around this region doing their best in front of the judges. And that's a little intimidating. And one thing to play in front of the fans, it's another thing when you have judges walking right in front of you on the field. And those guys all did a great job. Several Division I rankings put out, and a good job by the Muscatine band. They were the last ones to take the field on Saturday. So those of you who had a chance to watch that, you know what I'm talking about. A great job all season long by our Muskie band. And this Davenport West band has come a long way as well. And they're on the field right now, and including one of the players out there in uniform, one of the football players in uniform playing the trombone. I always like to see that. Like guys in the football uniform out there. It's not just about football. High school gives you so many opportunities to do so many different things. It's great to see somebody not only play football, but I'm going to be in the marching band as well. Got to love that. And it's fun to watch. It's what high school athletics and what high school is all about. Well, this will be the final game of the football season for Muscatine, and we talked about Ty Kozad a lot, but really this team has come a long way, and not just from where they were last year at 1-8, but where they were after week 1. This team down 41, lost 41-0 to Linn-Mar, and they have come so far from what we saw in week 1. This offense, and really even the defense. The offense leaps and bounds better. The defense lately has taken several steps forward as well. Tonight, we'll see if they have some more turnovers and something more in store here. But you got to be happy with the way the season's gone. Of course, everyone wants to make the playoffs, and it looks like the Muskies will fall 1, maybe 2 games shy of that, but coming a long way from where they were last year. And the future is bright for this team next year, as number 24 will be back. Ty Kozad back for his senior season next year, and likely have Sawyer Sack at quarterback. That young man's seen some action here the last couple of years. So you got some players coming back. And what's really stood out, too, is not only the underclassmen that are coming back next year, but the way the sophomore team has played. They won again tonight, 30-26 over West. And pretty much every time I watched that team play, that sophomore team was picking up victories. So some brighter days ahead for Muscatine football coming up here the next few years. Now, if you're a West Falcon fan tuning in tonight, thank you. Glad you could join the broadcast tonight from wherever in the country you are. And we're live on several outlets, Facebook and YouTube, and we can be watched many places. So glad you're tuning in. Of course, you're very curious as to what's going on. Scores around the region, especially Waukee, and we are told that Waukee is losing their football game right now. And West needs to win tonight and have either Waukee or West Des Moines Valley lose their ball games, and that should be enough to get the Falcons into the playoffs. So we will continue to watch that scoreboard and see if we can get you some updates here in the second half in that one. Some scores right now for you. Across the river, Moline leads Geneseo 21-7. If you follow Illinois football at all, you know Moline won the Western Big Six last week. Ankeny picks up a big win as they win 54-6 in their ball game. Ankeny was pretty much secured to make the playoffs. They came in as a top 5 seed, so Ankeny will be playing in the postseason as they win their ball game tonight. Pleasant Valley was tied at halftime with Iowa City West. Pleasant Valley is undefeated. They do not need to win tonight, but it would go a long way in securing home field advantage throughout the playoffs, well, through the dome anyway, and that's what you want. So Pleasant Valley would like to get that win tonight and secure a second-round home game. That's on what's on the line for them. Also had a tie score at halftime between Cedar Falls and Dubuque Senior. And we'll keep our eyes on all those scores for you as the second half gets underway. Want to thank our sponsors, as always, the reason we can bring you these Muscatine football games all season long. Hy-Vee, Muscatine Power and Water, Bear of Muscatine, Muscatine Lawn and Power, River Rehab, Great River Tire, Bosch Pest Control, the Waffle and Pancake House, Muscatine Symphony Orchestra, Muscatine Charities, and the Burrito Factory. Big thanks to all those businesses who have lent their support in helping us bring you Muskie athletics, not just the football players and football games, but the volleyball games as well. And, of course, we'll have home basketball games coming up here as basketball season right around the corner. Should be another fun year in the MAC for the Muskies as Luke Wieskamp will see if he can take a step forward and lead that team. Diamond Crayey back. And the Muskies look to take a step forward in what will be another tough conference. The MAC is loaded once again. Davenport North should be good. Bettendorf, the Wilkins kid at Bettendorf is one of the best players in that conference. He's back with another year under his belt. Look out for Davenport West. They have a lot coming back on the basketball court. Always fun to look ahead towards basketball. It should be another year. And we didn't even mention Pleasant Valley, who's pretty much owned the conference here the last few years. So Pleasant Valley, again, expected to be towards the top of the conference. So we look forward towards basketball. We're bringing you those home games on the Discover Muscatine Sports Network here in another month or so. Meanwhile, the marching band finishing up, and boy, they're bringing it tonight. Good job here by Davenport West as the fans are, not too many fans going to the concessions. They're staying here watching the band, and it helps that it's still around 60 degrees outside, no doubt. And if you missed the start of the broadcast, I know very well about being outside because that's where we're bringing this game to you tonight. Not room in the press box, and we are outside in the elements, but hey, we can't complain because the elements are great tonight here. Perfect night for high school football. Senior night here at Brady Stadium for Davenport West. About a minute to go on the clock, so we're about 4 or 5 minutes away from a second half action for you here this evening as we're in the middle of the Muscatine Lawn and Power halftime show. So what needs to happen in half number two? Well, you need to forget about half number one, first off. Can't do anything about that now. You're in a hole. Just you got to start 0-0 in your mind. You'll get the ball to start off that second half and try to put a drive together, maybe break tie free for a long one and start to get some confidence back. Get a touchdown on the board and see what the defense can do. All of a sudden, you start scoring, you're going to put pressure on that West defense. And pressure is the name of the game. You change the momentum. West has all the pressure right now. You're Muscatine. There's no pressure whatsoever. You're done. You can't make the playoffs. You're just trying to play spoiler tonight. West needs to win this one. All of a sudden, you score a touchdown or two, make this a close game. They know what's on the line. It's going to work in your advantage. So you just got to stick with what you do best, and that's running the ball. There's still plenty of time. No need to panic. No need to change your game plan and start becoming a passing squad. You still have some time, especially with Muscatine's offense. This isn't your typical run game because you have a home run hitter as your main back. Ty Kozad has got a 98-yard touchdown this year, another 90-yard touchdown this year. He can break one off at any time. We've seen it all year long. So it's been tough sledding tonight for Ty Kozad. Just 80 yards in that first half, and most of those coming on just 2 carries. But you just got to stick with what got you here. And I think that's the game plan moving forward, and see if you can get some points here on this first drive. Again, thanks for joining us tonight on Discover Muscatine Sports Network. Muscatine football and this broadcast, a production of the Discover Muscatine Network, and glad to be bringing this one for you this evening here. One half of football left as we are in Davenport for the second straight week. But a fun night tonight with the playoff implications on the line. That doesn't happen too often between Muscatine and Davenport West. Last year, these two teams met, and, it was Muscatine's lone win on the season. Davenport West had only one win on the season as well. Much different story tonight. Both these teams much improved from where they were last year. Whoever's running the PA music is a big fan of AC/DC, that's for sure. This is about the 4th AC/DC song of the night. Not complaining, just stating facts. I saw AC/DC once in concert in Cedar Rapids many, many years ago, not to age myself, in college at the time, at the University of Iowa. So I have no problem with AC/DC. It's just AC/DC heavy, that's all. Meanwhile, North Scott is up big in their ball game against Mount Pleasant. Lancers are going to the playoffs. They're winning 49-3. Pleasant Valley has scored a couple of touchdowns against Iowa City West. They're now taking some control in that ball game of 28-14 over at Spartan Stadium. As we check out the scoreboard, Urbandale, they need to win tonight. They are kind of on the outside looking in. They are the 18th team in the standings, so they need West to lose. They need a bunch of teams to lose and to win, but they are losing 20-7 to Waukee Northwest. Columbus leads Maquoketa Valley 49-14, so good news for one of the smaller teams from our area. Columbus leading their ball game tonight. That Pleasant Valley game, Rusty Van Wensinga, the coach's son, had his 3rd rushing touchdown of the night. Big night for Van Wensinga. Linmar continues to lead Cedar Rapids Prairie 22-13. That's good for Muscatine's RPI nonetheless. Won't matter for the playoffs, but it will still improve it if Linmar can win that ball game. Clear Creek Amana trailing Newton at halftime, 10-0, as we continue to look at scores. It's a fun night. Last night of the regular season. That's where scores from all over the state are kind of important to everybody. Teams are back out on the field, and we'll see if we can change this score around a little bit here in the second half. As West on top, 28-0. Heath will kick it away. He's gone to the squib kick here after his first few kicks of the night sailed out of bounds. Paul Henry awaiting at about his 15-yard line for this kickoff. It is a line drive kick, fielded at the 28-yard line and brought back up around the 35. And the Muskies will start from there. Gavin Brookhart on that return, and out comes Landon Batty, Ty Kozad, and the rest of this Muskie offense, hoping to turn things around here in the second half. That breeze continues to pick up a little bit, cooling things off here at Brady Street Stadium. I'm Roland Glenbine. This is the Discover Muscatine Sports Network. Regular season finale tonight. Batty under center, turns, gives to Kozad. Ty Kozad hit hard and picks up maybe 3 yards on the carry. Second down and 7 upcoming for the Muskies. Again, the give to Kozad. Kozad hit in the backfield. Kozad strings it out and gets back to the line of scrimmage, out of bounds near the 40-yard line. Again, this defense has been keen on number 24. They mark it down at the 39, right at the line of scrimmage. So 3rd down and 7. Muscatine not faring so well tonight on 3rd downs thus far. And there's a free 5 yards right there. Great call by this coaching staff, picking up a free 5 yards. Go back to changing your formation, and that drew West offsides again. And now instead of 3rd and 7, you're sitting at 3rd and 2. A much higher percentage success rate on 3rd and 2. They'll do it again. Try to draw offsides and got him offsides. Anytime that defender crosses the plane there, they're going to call the 5 yards. And a free 10 yards back-to-back plays for Muscatine. Don't even need to snap the ball to move it. So 1st down and 10, Muscatine just shy of midfield. Adams split off towards the bottom. They'll try it a 3rd time. This time West says, you can fool us twice, but not 3 times, my friend. Ty Kozad up the middle. Ty Kozad right into the heart of that defense. Maybe got back to the line of scrimmage. So they'll give him a yard. He's now up to 84 yards on the night on 15 carries. But you want to get Kozad 30 carries. That's kind of the magic number. Muscatine undefeated when he gets up. Well, actually, they lost once. 3-1 when he has 30-plus carries. They'll change formation again, trying to get the free 5 yards. West stays home this time to give to Kozad. Kozad has some room this time and marks down to the 45-yard line. So 5 yards on the carry. 3rd down and 4. Batty turns, gives to Kozad. Kozad is loose. 1st down and more. Kozad down the sidelines. 10, 5. Can he stay in bounds? No. Steps out of bounds at about the 9-yard line. Ty Kozad finally breaking free. And Muscatine will have 1st down and goal.
First and goal for Muscatine at the 9.
The give to Kozad. Kozad wrapped up this time after maybe a yard.
Kozad, the ball carrier.
So Kozad over the 100-yard mark. Again, he's done that 8 out of the 9 games this season now. 2nd down, goal. The give to Kozad up the middle, inside the 5, down to the 4.
Ty Kozad, the ball carrier. Zane Bellman in on the tackle. Ball's at the 4-yard line. 3rd down and 4.
Kozad approaching that 2,000-yard mark on the season. Needs about 8 more yards to get that. 3rd down and goal from the 4. The turn to give to Kozad, caught in the backfield and losing yardage on the play.
Tackle behind the line of scrimmage.
So 4th down and goal upcoming. Back to the 8-yard line. Loss of 4. Muskies need a play right now. Batty rolls out. He's got some room. Batty needs a block, needs a lot of blocks. Not going to get it. Well, that is designed to run all the way, and just not enough blockers out there to pick up that Falcon defense. So turn it over on downs as the Muskies march all the way down inside the 5-yard line, but come up empty. Best drive of the night, stalls inside the 10. And now West will have the ball for their first crack at it here in the second half. And now we have a stoppage and a timeout by Muscatine. Well, the coaching staff didn't like something they saw. They'll call the timeout first of the half. We'll take it with them. It's 28-0 West over your Muskies.
We just don't work out in a single plane of motion.
You know Rivo as expert plumbers, but did you know Rivo can also be your one source for complete bathroom and kitchen remodels? With professional craftsmen doing the job for more than 30 years, experience.
Back here at Brady Street Stadium, West just turned over the Muskies on downs. Tyco's had 22 carries on the night and 125 yards thus far. Just shy of 2,000 yards on the season. Defense needing to make a play as Brady Hansen takes the snap at his goal line. Hands off Avis. Avis to the 10, to the 15, and more. Avis outside the 20 and is brought down around the 24-yard line. Big run right there for Tucker Avis. They'll mark it at the 25. Nice spot. And the Falcons are out of the shadow of their goal line. And Coach Brandon Cruzy just kind of cruising tonight. West has not had to put the ball in the air too often. Again, they run, and Avis has room to run. Another first down, but that's coming back. Flag on the play. That looks to be a hold on the Falcons. Wait for the official signal. It is holding on West. Negating the big play and setting the Falcons back kind of against the chains now. So now you have an opportunity maybe to get Brady Hansen to throw one into coverage and pick something off. Need to create your own opportunities right now. Muskie defense needs to come up with something. Get the ball back. Clock down to 7:15 to go in this third quarter. Hansen back to throw. Hansen looking right, now rolling, now throws it right. Has the man, the ball's popped up into the air, and what's the call? The catch is made. Not for a lot of yardage, however. The ball back to the original line of scrimmage. It will be second down and 10. So able to recover that. Initially popped up in the air. West comes away with the ball and picking up 6 yards on the play. Man goes in motion. That's the tight end. The lead blocker for Avis. Avis close to a first down. Brought down just shy at the 34-yard line. 3rd down and 1. This is where West likes to go quarterback sneak. If Hanson's under center, you know he's keeping it. Looks to be out of the pistol here on 3rd and 1. Now he's going under center. And he'll just sneak it forward. You know it's coming. It ain't so easy to stop, however, and it will be a first down. Davenport West. Pleasant Valley now on top of Iowa City West, 35-14. Late in that ball game, looks like the Spartans will go undefeated in the regular season. Be one of the top seeds when the playoffs start next weekend. Here's the handoff, Avis. Avis up the gut. Brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Much better play there by the Muskie defensive line. Man in motion to give to Avis. Avis breaks through the middle of the defense and inside the Muskie side of the field. Tucker Avis running hard tonight. Big yardage, about 15, 16 yards on that carry.
And it's about the first down.
Well, West Des Moines Dowling, the number 1 seed, has defeated Waukee, final 43-7. So Waukee loses. That opens the door for Davenport West. And that's a first down as Brady Hanson walks through the door. Known as the Muscatine defense right there, and he continues to have his way on the ground as the West Falcons are marching down the field and marching towards the playoffs. Trips off to the left. Hanson going to throw the ball. Receiver comes back and has the catch about 7-8 yards on that play. Mitch Irwin on the reception. So Waukee started the night number 15. Again, the top 16 go to the playoffs. Waukee loses tonight. Davenport West started the night at 17. A win tonight for West would move them ahead of Waukee. Hanson back to throw. Has the man. The slant, the ball popped into the air and oh, so close. Aiden Lopez had a beat on it. Thought he might have got the pick for a moment. Those 50-50 balls have not gone the way of the Muskies tonight. So 3rd down and 3 for West. This again, luckily a 4-down territory for the Falcons. Their kicking game not very strong. Tight end in motion, the give, and the first down and more. To the 15, inside, down to the 12. A big run up the middle for Marvin Neely, the fourth. First time we've called his name tonight. The sophomore running back has a big carry for the Falcons as they continue to march towards the end zone and march towards the playoffs. First and 10, West. Clock down to 2 minutes to go, third quarter. Tight end in motion again, the give up the middle. That's Avis, and that's going to be a holding as the flag flies. That one will likely come back. So march it back 10 yards, wipe out the gain. These officials have been busy tonight, several penalties both ways. A bit of a sloppy game in at least the penalty aspect of things. They'll mark it at the 23. First and 19. They got to get down to the 4-yard line for a first down. 5 receiver set. Empty backfield for Hansen. Hansen back to throw. Hansen surveys the field, rolls to the right. Hansen all day to throw. Hansen now runs out of time, puts the ball down, and picks up what he can. Brought down right about the line of scrimmage. Great job on coverage there by the Muskies. Hansen had nowhere to throw the ball. Was forced to tuck it away and run for what he could. So second down and long now for this Falcon team. As the clock is their friend right now, leading 28-0. Again, it's official. Waukee has lost tonight. So the door looks to be open for the West Falcons. Should they win, they should be in. Back to throw Hansen. Hansen looks over the middle. Nothing there. Hansen, a flag down. Hansen rolls. Hansen's going to tuck it away and run. This one likely coming back, however. That in the area of holding, and it will be holding on the Falcons. So yet another penalty. That's double-digit penalties on the night for West. If they do make the playoffs, and it looks like they will, they're going to need to clean that up, as West will be a lower seed, 15 or 16. I would likely believe that West would play Pleasant Valley in the first round next week. That's not official. That's just a guess on my part, but Pleasant Valley will be a top seed, and West should be one of the lower seeds. And being so close in region, I would guess that West would play at Spartan Stadium next week. Clock continues to run here. The ball back to the 41 now. It's 2nd and 37. And again, a 5-receiver set for Brady Hansen. Man comes in motion. And here's a reverse play. Big block and a big run coming up. But finally the Muskie defense recovers for a moment. But then West breaks free down the sidelines. An unbelievable touchdown, Davenport West. Jaden Metter on the reverse. Coach Cruzy loves it. That's not how you draw it up, but Metter never gave up on the play, was able to score the touchdown, somehow breaking free down the sidelines. And you see him scamper in right there. Great second effort by Metter, and the Falcons are about to make this a mercy clock situation if they could add the extra point. Kick is up, a flag flies. Wouldn't you know it? Referees being paid by the flag tonight, perhaps. So they decline it. It was on Muscatine. The point is good. And with just seconds left in this third quarter, it's now 35-0 Davenport West.
We just don't work out in a single plane of motion.
You know Rivo as expert plumber.
Back here at Brady Street Stadium, seconds left in this third quarter. It's an all Falcons tonight. They lead 35-0. Heath will kick it off. He's been going the squib route and does it again. The ball's loose. Got to pick it up. Henry does. Bobbles it. Finally finds the handle and gets a few yards. Not a lot. 4 seconds on the clock. 1 play left in this third quarter.
Ball Henry, number 2. That is the end of the third quarter.
And with the running clock, that brings us to the end of the third quarter. West, 12 minutes away from the playoffs. They lead 35-0.
You know Rivo as expert plumbers, but did you know Rivo can also be your one source for complete bathroom and kitchen remodels? With professional craftsmen doing the job for more than 30 years, experienced in tile, carpentry, and of course plumbing, Rivo can transform a dreary basement into an elegant bathroom and upgrade a worn-out kitchen using inspirational design and quality brands. Before you stand in line at a big box store, call Rivo Incorporated and see how a hometown professional can refresh and improve your home.
Do that.
1st and 10, Muscatine on their own 33-yard line.
Fourth quarter getting underway here at Brady Street Stadium. Muskies have the ball back, but trail 35-0. PA just played a little house of pain. It's been a house of pain tonight for the Muskies as Ty Kozad gets the ball and a nice carry on first down.
Number 8, Braden Elger.
Unlike Camp Randall Stadium, no one really jumps around here to start the fourth quarter. Not sure why not. They got a lot to be excited about. Going to go to the playoffs, right? 6 yards for Kozad. Again, the give to Kozad as he tries the right side and close to a first down. That young man does not care what the score is. He continues to run hard.
First down for Muscatine.
And those 6 yards should bring him to the 2,000-yard mark on the season. Congratulations, Ty Kozad. It's the 2,000-yard mark unofficially. First down, Muskies. They change up the formation. And again, the give to Kozad. Kozad picks up 2, maybe 3 on first down. We have him close to 140 yards on the night. believe I was the only person jumping around. I was probably the only person that shouldn't have been. Okay, here's the give up the middle. And again, not a whole lot of room up the middle tonight for Muscatine. You got to give it to this West defense. They have done what not a lot of teams have done this year. They have frustrated this offensive line and the star running back, Ty Kozak. So 3rd down and 7. Give up the middle. Kozak gets another carry. He's inside of the west side of the field to the 49, but a 4th down and 4 upcoming. Well, down 35-0, nothing to lose here. The Muskies will go for it. Henry comes in with the play. Clock down to 9 minutes left in this season. Coach Hawkins has dialed up here. Well, he didn't like what he had dialed up, so he will take a timeout. We'll take it alongside. Be right back with a big 4th down play upcoming here from Brady Street Stadium. Might be. Yeah. Back here at Brady Street Stadium, 8:46 left in the season. Right now, it's just about trying to score some points, get a 1st down here, put some points on the board. Feel better about this last game. This was not what anybody in the purple and gold hoped for. Such great momentum coming into tonight. 8 days ago here at Brady Street, a much different story. Muscatine had their way against the North Wildcats. Just ran into a playoff-hungry team tonight. 4th down and 4. Full house backfield. And a Wildcat formation. Now the throw. What about that play right there? They're going to call it a catch and a 1st down. A little Wildcat formation. Direct snap to Ty Kozak, who completes the pass to Matt Keener. We'd look at it again. The catch made by Keener and moved the chain. So add some passing yards to the resume of Ty Kozak. Not the prettiest pass, but it moved the chains. It was effective. 1st down and 10, ball at the 43. Here's the give. Kozak runs hard up the middle, gets to about the 36. 7-yard carry. We now have him at 150 yards unofficially on the night. Again, Ty Kozak passing the 2,000-yard mark on the season. The turn to give to Kozak, trying to add more to it. Kozak down the sidelines and runs out of bounds. A nice pickup on the play. See where he stepped out. Ball at the 26, so add 10 more yards.
At the 26-yard line of the Falcons.
Clock down to 7 minutes. 2 men go in motion. Got to wait till they get set now. Batty turns, hands off Kozak. Kozak runs into a wall. Nowhere to go there on that 1st down play.
Among the tacklers, number 55.
Adams will split off towards the top. Muscatine marching, trying to get on the board. Batty turns, give off to Kozad. Kozad bulldozes forward towards the 20-yard line. That his 30th carry on the night. That's usually the magic number right there. Not to be tonight, however. Third down. 4 down territory. Clock down to 5:48 and running. Continuous clock right now with the 35-0 score. Batty under center. Man in motion's Brookhart. Back to throw. Throws it to Adams into the end zone. The ball tipped around and dropped. Well, that wasn't Adams. I'm sorry. That was Paul Henry down there. Henry had a chance at it. He was double teamed. Thompson was there, knocked it away at the last second. So another 4th down situation. Last time they went deep in the playbook to the Wildcat pass. We'll see what's on the agenda here as these Muskies try to get on the board. This might be their last chance of the night here. 5 minutes left in this ball game. 4 receivers set. Kozad in the backfield to give to Kozad. Kozad has the first down, still on his feet, inside the 10, down to the 6-yard line. Ty Kozad, first down Muskies. And we have a player down on the field right now. We're going to take a quick timeout. Be right back with the Muskies knocking on the door here on the Discover Muskie Sports Network.
At Hustler Turf, quality matters, especially in the strength and durability of our mowers. So you know your Hustler will stand the test of time. We think the difference is obvious. With our welded fabricated steel deck, high-strength 11-gauge one-piece frame, and the precision control of our smooth track steering, anyone can mow like a pro.
Stop in.
That was Lincoln Brookhart coming off the field. They're checking on maybe an ankle on Brookhart over there. He did come off under his own power. So first down and goal, Muskies. Ball at the 7. The give to Kozad. Kozad gets inside the 5. Couple of yards on first down. Now with 180 yards on the night. Just ridiculous what he has been able to do this year. Well over the 2,000-yard mark on the season now. That will be your new record, and we'll see how long that record stands. Maybe he goes and beats his own record next year. Would not bet against it. Full house backfield. Second down and goal from the 5. The give to Kozad. Kozad towards the end zone. Into the end zone, and the Muskies are on the board tonight. Touchdown Muscatine with 3:29 left in this ball game. Ty Kozad adds another touchdown to his resume, a record-breaking season. Jackson Othmer out for the extra point. Kick is up, and it is good. And the 20th touchdown on the year for Ty Kozad makes it 35-7. We'll be right back with the conclusion of this game.
At Hustler Turf, quality matters, especially in the strength and durability of our mowers. So you know your Hustler will stand the test of time. We think the difference is obvious. With our welded fabricated steel deck, high-strength 11-gauge one-piece frame, and the precision control of our smooth track steering, anyone can mow like a pro.
Stop in to Muscatine Lawn and Power at 2020 Stewart Road to see Hustler quality for yourself.
Roland Glenbine back here at Brady Street Stadium. Final minutes of the season for the Muskies. Davenport West looks like they will play another day. Likely securing their playoff spot tonight. The news out of Central Iowa, Waukee losing. Waukee was the 15th team in the standings. Davenport West was 17 starting the night. So West will jump ahead of the Waukee Warriors and likely be playoff bound next week. And my best guess would be that would be against Pleasant Valley. Pleasant Valley also winning tonight. That game not final yet. They were up by 14 against Iowa City West last we checked in there. Onside kick is loose. The ball's loose. The Muskies need to fall on it. The ball's still loose. I think they got it. I think Muscatine has the ball. They do. So the Muskies not giving up will get another chance on offense. (35-7). Going to need 4 more touchdowns and 3 more onside kicks likely. But never say never. That would be something. Getting laughed at by fans right now. Yes, I understand that's not going to happen, but here's the give. Ty Kozad. Kozad still free down the sidelines, and there's one of the touchdowns. Ty Kozad. And some extracurriculars in the backfield. We'll see if that's after the touchdown or not. We'll see what the officials decide. Kozad was into the end zone, and then there's going to be a penalty on Muscatine for throwing down a defender in the backfield. They'll sort all this out. We'll see how the touchdown stands. That would be a 49-yard touchdown if it does stand. The penalty is definitely going to come on Muscatine. Ty Kozad giving a hug right now to his teammate, Matt Keener. We'll see. The ball, that definitely came after the ball was in the end zone, but we'll just wait and see how they sort this out. So face mask the call. That's not a dead ball penalty, so personal foul both ways. So we have 3 flags on the play. The face mask is going to wipe out the touchdown, however. He pointed face mask against Muscatine. I think he meant face mask against West. Because well, maybe not. They're putting the ball at the 22-yard line. So the face mask came at the 17-yard line. So if you're trying to do stats, I believe that's a 32-yard carry for Kozad. And when it's all said and done, it will be the Muskies' ball at the 22-yard line.
First down and 10 for Muskie.
That will take Kozad over the 200-yard rushing mark tonight. Turn to give to Kozad. Kozad still on his feet, fighting towards the sidelines, and runs out of bounds, stops the clock with 3:07 left. They'll mark it down at the 20, a gain of 3 on the play. Second down and about 7. Brookhart in motion. The give to Kozad. Kozad tries the right side. Extends, looks for the hole. Now reverses field. He's loose at the 20, 15, 10, 5. Brought down at the 5. Hard hit down there. Ty Kozad is running to the very end tonight as he's got another first down, another 15 yards for the Muskies. 235 yards rushing now for Kozad, and a player down on the field. And they'll stop the clock as the trainers come out and look at him. We'll take a quick break and be right back on the Discover Muscatine Sports Network.
River Rehab Physical Therapy. Feel better, move forward.
At Hustler Turf, quality matters, especially when it comes to the driving experience.
Let's take a closer look.
Our legendary smooth track steering provides buttery smooth turns, making maneuvering around obstacles a breeze. Unlike the jerky feel of other options, our smooth track steering is so effortless, anyone could make short work of the lawn. Hustler Turf, mow like a pro.
Back here at Brady Street Stadium, less than 3 minutes left in this game. And they will run the clock as the Muskies try to add a second touchdown in this fourth quarter. Batty turns the give to Brookhart. Brookhart, and a late flag thrown as he's brought down short of the goal line. And now, looked like some extracurriculars were happening there, but everybody walks away from it. That's good. We'll check out the flag right now as the ball is marked at the 3-yard line. It is against West. A face mask will move it closer. Well, Brookhart had the last carry. We'll see if Kozad's on the field, but now Kozad's running towards the sidelines. As he will come out right now, and that might be the night in the season for Ty Kozad as he takes the helmet off and gets some hugs on the sidelines. Fine season, junior season right there for Ty Kozad. Looks to have come to an end as the Muskies try to punch this ball in without him right now. And it will be a quarterback keeper, I believe, close to the end zone, but shy. Landon Batty brought down right at the goal line. Second down and goal now. Oh, it's just about the final score right now as the Muskies try to add another one. Batty, the senior, would like to do it himself. He reaches for the goal line, and wouldn't you know, we had a flag. Well, Batty's into the end zone, but the officials throwing some more laundry tonight. We'll see what that call is. It will be against Muscatine, so wipe out the touchdown. Push the ball back to the 5-yard line.
Penalties against Muscatine, 80 runners.
So Coach Hawkins wants to talk about this one. He wants the official to come over And now they just threw a flag on the sidelines. So the officials are letting Coach Hawkins know what's going on. The other official threw the flag on the Muskie bench. And the head official didn't know that that flag was thrown. So now he's going to have a conversation. We'll get this all sorted out here. The season, they're just going to wind the clock, so maybe pick up that flag. Perhaps just a sideline warning. I don't know. No explanation forthcoming from our officials. Second down and goal from the 5. Batty turns. The pit looks to throw. Batty has a man. It's Keener. Keener dropped it. Matt Keener couldn't corral it in the end zone. He was open. And it's third down, Muscatine, from the 5. Seniors trying to connect on that play. So 2 more cracks at it here for Muscatine to try to add a second touchdown tonight. Batty under center. Batty back to throw, rolls right. Batty throws it over the middle. He's got a man, and he's got the touchdown. And this time, Keener hangs on to it. Touchdown, Muskies. 35-13. The score's not going to go the way the Muskies wanted it to tonight, but give credit to these young men. They did not give up down 35-0. They continue to fight to the very end of their season and have scored the last 13 points in this ballgame. Now the officials having, we have a player down over there. I couldn't see the players shielded there, but it's a Davenport West player down in the end zone. We'll just keep it here as it looks like he'll be helped up here right now. So nothing too serious. That's good to see. You don't want to see anybody hurt here on the last game of the year for either team. West has a playoff game next week, it looks like, so you don't want to see that for them either. And that young man will come off the field and get some applause. Especially of that Sanders, and I think that is Sanders Howard. He is one of their best defensive players right now, so that a bit concerning for the West faithful. If that young man is banged up at all, one heck of a player, needing help coming off the field. So Othmer out to try the extra point. Batty to hold. Snaps down, the ball is blocked, and the extra point is no good. And with 56 seconds left in this game, it's now 35-13. We'll keep it here with just 50 seconds left in the ball game, as we likely will see yet another onside kick attempt coming from Jackson Othmer and the Muscatine Muskies. They got the last one. Going to try it one more time tonight and see if they can get the ball back one more time. Again, the Muskies fought till the end tonight. Give them credit. Nobody gave up. No one's given up all season. The fight really kind of developed in that Iowa City West game. The second game of the year, they were down by 28. Scored a couple of touchdowns, cut it to 14, had the ball down 14, and just kind of learned that, hey, we're down, we're never out. We got some offensive players. We got some explosiveness. And that's one thing to have it. It's another thing to know you have it, to learn that you have it. And the Muskies have come a long way this year in just knowing and feeling that confidence And in football is so much not just talent, but confidence in your talent. And the Muskies developed that this year. This is not the same team as last year. And you can say the same thing with Davenport West. Just one win last year and just one win total over the last 2 years. And here they are going to the postseason. A lot of it was getting better, but a lot of it, too, was gaining that confidence. And winning all those first few games of the year, did that. Here's your onside kick. It takes a bounce, and a nice job hanging on to that there. That was a nice kick, a nice attempt by Othmer. Took the big bounce, and that's what you want to see. But a better job by West to hang on to the ball. Now they'll just be able to take a couple of knees and end this ball game. 35-13, likely going to be your final score tonight. As West has the backups in the game right now to end this one. And it looks like the West Falcons are going to party like it's 1999 tonight as they are playoff bound for the first time since the last century. Here's the give, and stripping at that ball are the Muskies, but hanging out with two hands. The West not about to give it up. As that clock continues to run, they'll need to run one more play here, and that will end things tonight. Want to invite you to stick around for the post-game show upcoming. We'll give you the Muskies of the game and wrap our season up here. All coming up here in just a few minutes. I want to thank everyone who tuned in, all the Muskie fans all season. I want to thank the West fans who tuned in tonight and watched some free football tonight on the Discover Muscatine Sports Network, as we have a delay of game penalty called on West. And 7 seconds are on the clock, so they will need to run one more play. Just take a knee here, and that will put a bow on it tonight as Davenport West Falcons are going back to the playoffs, folks, for the first time in a non-COVID year since 1999. Congratulations to Davenport West. Final score tonight, Falcons win it 35-13. Post-game show is next here on the Discover Muscatine Sports Network.
River Rehab Physical Therapy. Feel better, move forward.
At Hustler Turf, quality matters, especially when it comes to the driving experience.
Let's take a closer look.
Our legendary smooth track steering provides buttery smooth turns, making maneuvering around obstacles a breeze. Unlike the jerky feel of other options, our smooth track steering is so effortless, anyone could make short work of the lawn. Hustler Turf, mow like a pro.
Stop in to Muscatine Lawn and Power at 2020 Stewart Road to see Hustler quality for yourself.
High school football in the Quad City area.
Rolling Glenmite back here as the fans storm the field. Davenport West playoff bound as they beat Muscatine tonight 35-13. I want to thank the sponsors who make it possible for us to bring you Muskie football all season long. Hy-Vee, Muscatine Power and Water, Bear of Muscatine, Muscatine Lawn and Power, River Rehab, Great River Tire, Bosch Pest Control, Waffle and Pancake House, the Muscatine Symphony Orchestra, Muscatine Charities, and the Burrito Factory. Big thanks to all of them for making it possible for us to bring you Muskie football all season long. The season comes to an end tonight with just a 3-6 record, but it was a record-breaking season for these Muskies. And Ty Kozad finishing tonight with a lot more yards. He crosses the 2,000-yard mark on the season. Unofficially, we have him for about 235 yards rushing tonight. So add that to his total coming in, which was 1,868. And that's a lot of yards right there. That's close to 2,100. And again, that's our unofficial, so we'll tweet those out when we get them official here later tonight. But congratulations, Ty Kozad, on a record-breaking year. The young man goes over 200 yards. He went over 200 so many times this year, went over 350 3 times this year, which has never been done in the state of Iowa. And the Muskies got him coming back next year, so the future is bright. We want to give Ty Kozad, why not, one more time, our Offensive Player of the Game Award presented by Bear of Muscatine. Ty Kozad, 235 unofficial rushing yards. That big 2,000-yard plateau crossed tonight. A record-breaking season. Ty Kozad, your Offensive Player of the Game presented by Bear. And defensively, we're going to go ahead and give it to a senior. We'll give it to Paul Henry tonight. Great season by Henry. And special teams, offense, defense, he did it all. So congratulations, Paul Henry, our Defensive Player of the Game, again, presented by Bear of Muscatine. This is the Hy-Vee post-game show, and we're putting a wrap on the season tonight as things ended not the way the Muskies wanted. They lose 35-13, finish 3-6, but this is a much improved team from last year for sure, as they were in games this year and not too far away from the postseason. You're going to look back at games like Dubuque Senior against Iowa City West, and they were in it and definitely took a positive step going towards next year. And next year should be a lot of fun. You get Ty Kozad for his senior year. You got a lot of players coming back. Sawyer Zech's going to put in a lot of work in the offseason and probably be your starting quarterback next year. So the future is bright for Coach DJ Hawkins and this staff. But definitely a lot to be proud of this season. Not going to the postseason, but definite steps forward for Muscatine this year. Again, for Davenport West, just put a bow on their night for the West Falcon fans tuning in to watch us this evening. The Falcons win. Waukee loses. We have Davenport West in the playoffs. I believe that to be pretty factual, and I would be surprised if they play anyone other than Pleasant Valley next week. That will become official here in a couple of hours when the IHSAA sends out the release. So if you're a West Falcon fan, go to that website, ihsaa.org, and they'll give you the official release when it comes out. I would be surprised if it's anyone other than Pleasant Valley and West next week, however. But that's going to do it for us here tonight on the season, wrapping it up from Davenport in Brady Street Stadium. Again, the final score, 35-13. Want to thank the crew. They've done a fine job tonight and all season long. Chris, the other Chris, Jess, everyone that puts in a lot of hard work behind the scenes that you don't see and gets us on the air, even when we have to move the equipment at the last possible second and go outside. That's no problem to get the job done. So thanks to them, and thanks to all of you for tuning in all season long. My name's Roland Glenvine, and that's going to do it for all of us tonight here on the Discover Muscatine Sports Network. Have a great night, everybody.